There we go. Hopefully, anyway. So, we are not going to venture off the usual path today because we saw how that ended up for me the last time I tried to. We are going to stick to the normal route today and see how we freaking do. Before it turns into like a zillion degrees outside, we shall do our best. And even I don't think so yet. Just chill for now. Don't know if it's working today. Okay, we got one viewer. Don't know who the one viewer is. Two viewers. Okay, we got something. We got something to work with. So it's already muggy out, but if I waited even like another hour, it would for sure have been like a gazillion degrees too hot out to even do this at all. So I'm like, all right, I wanted to yesterday. It was already like 80 out by this hour. So no go if it's like that. But let's not get hit crossing the street. All right, cool. Anyway, so I'm just going for a stroll because it feels nice out still. Not too warm, not too cool. It's just right. For anybody in the chat? No, not yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, hello. What the construction today? I don't even know what's going on. If I'd known that, I think I would have possibly second guessed this. Oh, we have a sacred cow. Hello. It looks like StreamYard changed things since the last time I used this. It used to be I could just tap the comments and they'd show on screen. So don't know what happened, but it's okay. I figured since the karaoke streams are on hiatus for right now while YouTube is doing their sweeps of music content, may as well use the free hours for these. So it's easier than like the built-in YouTube app to stream through. So we do what we do. It'll be fine. I'm sure of it. So anyways, but yeah. So just kind of cruising. All right. But yeah, so couldn't help but notice and have a giggle to myself this morning when I woke up to the news that the Who's Philly show has already been postponed. They made it through what? 2 tour dates. 2 of them before claiming illness. Which isn't that an awfully convenient excuse coming from the same man who, before the tour even started, was saying, I mean, there's no guarantees that we won't have to cancel for illness. It's like, yeah, 3rd show in and you're already doing it. I ain't buying it. I think they realized how bad the optics are on this damn tour, and no one is having their bullshit anymore. So, it's funny, because Roger was like, the last tour, going around saying how he's going deaf and blind. One more and he'll be the full Tommy. I'm like, might be careful saying that because I think the lyrics of "We're not gonna take it" are about to come true if they continue this tour. Just saying. So it's interesting to me though. It's like, I still maintain we should have had a betting pool to see how far they actually get in this tour before they just throw in the towel and go fuck it. But anyways, yeah, I don't think they're going to make it through all 16 dates, seeing as by the 3rd one they're already coming up with excuses to not do it. Come on, they're not finishing this tour. Let us be so for real right now. We all know the game. I worked enough years with the man to know darn well how they work. I'm like, yeah, no. This is excuses of the nth degree with them. I'm like, yeah. Well, if there had been a betting pool, I would have already lost because I didn't see them even making it to the first tour day. I thought they were going to find a way out of it. But since that didn't happen, I was like, well, how many in do we think it'll be? Once I saw them make it to the first one, I was like, maybe they'll make it through 5. Now I'm like, oh, they didn't even make it through 3. Okay, well, apparently I wasn't too far off. Are you looking forward to Volume 4 of the Beatles anthology? I sure am. I already have mine pre-ordered. The vinyl version is a little too spendy for me. Maybe Christmas or something. I'll ask for it, but I did pre-order the CDs already. I like what I've heard so far of it. So, even if like half of what we're getting on 4 is stuff we already had from the super deluxe editions of albums, I don't care. It's still cool. And for me, it's like the anthology is like my special interest Beatles thing. Like that and Help are like my 2 that I will forever drop everything for the minute there's anything of them, right? So for me, I don't even mind. It's totally fine. See, here's Carnival Light gonna be on it. I wish. See, I keep maintaining that if this is anything like the 1995 release, with that, sure, there was the albums, there was the book, and there was the documentary. But along with the albums, they quietly released, I'm not sure if singles is the correct term. I mean, technically, yeah, but they're CD ones, so they'd have about 4 tracks on them. They had one for, like, Free as a Bird, they had one for Real Love, and I want to say there was at least 2 others that it wasn't for new songs, but they were tied into the anthology project, right? But along with those, they had to sandwich something else in with them, right? So they put in stuff that didn't quite make the cut of the actual anthology albums. So my thinking is, if they should do something like that again, that would be the perfect spot to couch something like that. Because you're not wasting space on the actual album, so the people who aren't interested don't have to opt in, right? But if they did it as a single like that, the people who want it, they could have it. Even if they didn't release the entire thing, even like that shortened version of the slow version of Helter Skelter, something like a bridge just so we have a taste of it, I think would be fine. Because at least it would satisfy the curiosity at this point of what we have all wondered about. Just what does it even sound like? I mean, yes, by the descriptions of the few we know who've heard it, it's probably terrible. I know Olivia Harrison is like not letting that one come out, but I live in hope anyway, because you never know. You never know. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, as a novelty, I think it would be fun if they released it. So I'll continue to live in hope that they do something along those lines, or maybe, let's not get hit by this car. Anyway, go ahead. Anyway, so I live in hope that maybe they'll do something like that, or maybe on that part 9 that they're including of the documentary, maybe they could even somehow put part of it into that, because that would also be very interesting, even if they only played like a minute of it or something, just because I think there's been so much speculation about it and so much secrecy, it's created the Streisand effect, to where it's like, we don't care if it's the worst thing that's ever been recorded, we just want to know what does it sound like, just to satisfy the curiosity at this point. So, yeah. I'm sure Paul still has the recording. Oh, I'm positive of that. It still lives in the archives. That's how some have heard it. Not many, but a few have, so it definitely exists. It could happen. It's not likely, but it could. So, and I'm going to keep talking it into the universe until we eventually get it. So, see here. The worst Beatles track still beats 99% of anything these days. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, a lot of the stuff that never made it to see the light of day during the actual Beatles years, that then later made it onto the anthology that they had assumed no one would care about. Look how we ate that shit up, right? That's what I'm like, trust me, for everything there is a market. There is someone who is interested in every little nuanced thing. It's just in how do you package it, how do you market it. And I realized they kind of painted themselves into a corner with Now and Then talking about it being like the final Beatles song, right? It's like, had they not made such a big deal out of the finality of that? Hello, bird. Had they not made such a big deal out of the finality of that, I think they could have gotten away with this easier. But because they did that, I think they're reluctant to release anything new. But it's like, if we're looking at the stuff that's being added to 4, there is stuff in there that is technically new. So they could have done it, they just opted not to. You know? So, I don't know. It's a weird thing. But anyway, I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm excited to see what they do with the documentary. I'm excited to see what part 9 is. I want to see if they give us back what was released from, or removed from the DVDs of that, when they went to George's house to hang out and record there. Because they aired that in the televised version back in 95, and then in the 2004 release, notice there's clips of it, but a lot of my favorite parts of it were removed. Like the sports car and Paul being like, nice motor. Like little things like that. That do they really matter in the grand scheme of things? No. But given we had them once as part of it, I want them again. So it's just, I don't know. I can't be the only one who cares as much as I do about this, I figure. So, but from what I've heard, what little I've heard about what's on Program 9, is that it is largely stuff from that. So, I know a lot of that has circled YouTube for at least several months at this point. Somebody unearthed a lot of it, made a compilation of what's known to exist. So I think we'll get that, plus who knows how much else. I'm excited regardless, so. But this is my speculation on what part 9 will look like. I could be wrong, I could be totally wrong. But I suppose we'll find out, right? Little slight incline is kicking my butt today. Jesus. I am still recovering, clearly, but it's okay. This is how we do it. Little baby steps. Anyway. Now we're back to flatland. Can recalibrate. But anywho, so I'm also interested to see with the book, even though there's like probably the least likelihood of them changing that. At this point, Paul changes everything to the point where I don't trust him to not change something. So it'll take me months to go through it, but I do still have the original book from 25 years ago. I'm gonna go through it bit by bit, laying them side by side and compare it line by fucking line, because that is how my autism rolls. So, just because I'm trying to document all of the differences between every humanly possible different release of this thing. Originally, it was just the documentary I was doing it with. Now with the re-release with the albums, I'm going to go through those with a fine-tooth comb too. But also the book. So, clearly, I know. Unemployed behavior, I know, before anyone fucking says it. But, like, even if I were, I'd still be doing this. So, let me see. Did the instrumental of This Boy Called Ringo's Theme from the Hard Day's Night movie ever get an official release? I think it did on the American version of A Hard Day's Night, the one that had the soundtrack versions of things. I believe it made it onto that. But I don't think it's otherwise seen the light of day outside of that. So, I mean, it would be fun if that had been included as part of it, just because I don't think enough people have the track on its own, unless they've, like, ripped it directly from the movie, or if they have that US version of A Hard Day's Night, so. But I really like that version of it. I'm the weirdo who likes the instrumental versions from that version of A Hard Day's Night versus the UK version that's just, like, straight tracks, but that's just me. I'm also the same person who genuinely, unironically loves the instrumental tracks on the second half of Yellow Submarine, so, you know, to each their own. But I love some of the little differences in the US version to help too. So I have fun with this shit of comparing the different versions of things. So I know, I'm weird. No one needs to tell me. But anyway. But yeah, that. Goodness. It's already warming up just since I've been out here. I'm like, ew. Gross. I should have brought water with me. I have no excuse. I could have fit some in the purse, but I didn't. So, I mean, if I really wanted to get a workout in, I suppose I could have brought my Stanley with me because it's fucking heavy. Be like walking carrying a weight. But I was like, I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. So, anyway. So, that I think about covers all of the anthology stuff, unless you have more specific questions about it. But I'll talk about whatever, honestly. I usually let the chats lead these as I walk, so it distracts me from the exercise aspect of this, which I hate so much. It makes it more fun. See, I miss going on morning walks. See, normally I don't do morning ones because normally I'm trying to do the data entry stuff in the early hours, but I'm like, if I'm gonna do it at all this time of year when it's actually heating up, I have to do it early, otherwise it's not gonna happen. So, it's still nice out. Jesus, I forgot sunscreen. I'm gonna get burned. Damn it. I thought it was overcast enough when I came out that it wouldn't matter, but oh well. I'll only be out in like an hour. It'll be fine. But clearly, I never learned my lessons. Like, I always say it, and I always realize it when I'm already out that, shit, I forgot again. No. Oh well. What can you do? So, these are pretty flowers. They're different from the last time I walked over here. Anyways. So, let's see, what's this comment say? It says, I used to do them all the time. Then I got busy with work and didn't have time anyway. Yeah, that's my point. That's exactly my point. So it's like, especially as it ebbs into the second half of the year, it really gets to where it's like, do I pick earning money today or do I pick my health? And it has to become a conscious thing because it's like, especially the later into the year it gets, there is truly only work available early in the morning. And if I don't get it done then, it's not available to me. So, and then by then I've already like settled into like the desk for the day and I'm like, I don't feel like walking now. So it's like, I know, first world fucking problems, but here we are. I always picture Michael Myers sneaking around American suburbs. Not so much here, but if I went the other direction in town, maybe. But up here's like gated communities, not too worried about it here. Oh, that's a beautiful dog over there. Beautiful German Shepherd. Anyway. And I still almost trip in the same spots every time. So, sunglass lenses, color match your top. Did you plan that? It just worked out that way, mostly because my favorite color is turquoise, so I have a lot of things that are turquoise. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, obviously, if I have something nearby that looks right with the outfit that also happens to color coordinate, I do make an effort to do that. But these, honestly, I don't think I even consciously did it this time. I just reached for the closest ones that were there. And since these are the ones I've been like doing the YouTube shorts in lately, they're the ones that have been the most handy, so. See, if I'd done it yesterday, I could have had my Aussie ones on, but oh well. It was too hot out to even justify it. Anyways. What does this one say? I was watching Halloween the other day. Would you believe I have still never seen that movie? I mean, I know of it. I know the gist of what happens in it. I've never actually seen it. One of these days I'll actually watch it. Oh, man. Ew, it's getting sweaty out already, and I'm only like halfway done with this. Ew, it's like I could pussy out and be like, no, we'll just do like a half an hour. I'm like, no, that like defeats the purpose of even going out, right? So, no, I'll do my full one. 1978 original is definitely worth your time. Yeah, and I figure if with the first one, if I like it, I can always invest time in the others, and if I don't, then at least I've seen the original, and, you know, feel like I understand a little more of the pop culture lexicon that way. So, I didn't see the OG till, like, high school. Well, I am well beyond high school at this point, so. High school is like 20 years in the rearview mirror at this point, so. Man, all kinds of yard work happening today. It's usually not this loud out. But that's okay. Feels a little less dead anyway. Okay, cross here. At least everybody's like at work because it's a work day. So I'm not dealing with much traffic to contend with. So that's always nice. A couple joggers, a couple people walking dogs. That's about it that are out aside from me. So, goodness. I always love the trees up there if you guys can see them. They're pretty to look at while I walk by. There. Yeah, just saying, if I did it, so can you. Doesn't matter how old you're. Oh, no, I know that. I know that. Obviously, but that's not the issue. It's just the issue of actually taking the time to sit down and do it. Because I have a list a mile long of movies I gotta do that with. So, goodness. We're coming up to the intersection where I'm like, turning point, do I do the big hill or do I wimp out? Given it's hot out already, I'm tempted to wimp out, so I'm gonna try and push myself to do the big hill. If I make it halfway up and I'm not having it, I can always cross the street and just come back down the other side, and no harm, no foul in tapping out. I've had to do that before when it's hot out, so we shall see. I'll at least try and do the big hill, I think. It'll be nice. So, the movie list is never... Yeah. It doesn't help that I constantly keep downloading and buying more of them, that then it's like, well, I'll watch it like, I don't know, later on the week or on the weekend, and then I get sidetracked with fuck all nothing, and then and then not do it, and it's like, damn it. I really had like intended to try and review a movie every fucking day this year. It's like, that clearly did not happen. I also planned to review an album every week. That also clearly did not happen, but how far did I get? Like 5? If even. Okay, I have to be a little more careful. This is like a blind spot on this track. Yeah, we're gonna try the big hill. Fuck it. Big hill and no water and no sunscreen. Yep. Hope I don't die. So I'll be fine. I do it all the time. It's just not smart of me to do it, but I mean, I do it all the time. I'll live. Go, Jen. Exactly. I'm trying to, anyway. It's nice. It's like I want to at least try to take advantage of it, because as soon as it gets into like the cold, nasty part of the year, which shit, fuck that curb. When it gets into the cold, nasty part of the year, I'm arthritic. I have been since I was 12, so it's like everything hurts too much to do it then, and that's always my wimpy excuse out of it then. So it's like when it's nice out, I have no damn excuse. So gotta push myself to do it. Right. It's just a very steep incline, even though it doesn't look like it on camera. It fucking is, though. It's a big ass hill. See here. I don't like hot weather. Well, I mean, I can't complain too much this year since we've only had about 2 weeks of hot weather all summer. It's been really surprisingly mild this year. Nothing like last year where, oh my god, like, at least half the summer was over 100 out. From what I hear tell, that's been the East Coast this year, so I'm like, I'm in fucking California and you guys are having hotter weather than me. What is wrong with this picture? So, it's like, when it's like this, it's about 80. I'm in my comfy zone, so it's not too horrible. It's not too cold. I can wear whatever the fuck I want and be comfy with it, so it's a good thing. Granted, by later on in the day, that will be another story, but I'll be back by then, so it won't matter. We're nearing the halfway point, thank God. Because then it's just like, it's a sharper incline for the second half, but it's shorter. So it's like, even though it's harder to do, I know I'm nearing the point where it will get easier as soon as I get to the top and turn around. So then smooth sailing the whole way home. But anyway, Holy shit. But yeah, when you haven't done this in a while, it's like, they're really kicking my ass. They're finally on last week antibiotics, so it's like, alright, starting to feel better anyway, but it's like, God, I'm out of shape. So yeah, remember at the old workplace, they couldn't get the AC to work. Oh, hell no. That sounds like when I worked at that pizza place, it was just like that. It's like, oh, cool, it's 100 out, and our AC doesn't work, and we have a fucking fire oven in there. Great. Just what everyone wants to be stuck in the middle of summer, right? Fucking hate it. Glad I don't work there no more. Even though now they make like 20 an hour working there. I'm like, damn it. If I had just stuck it out. But on the other hand, my mental health couldn't have taken it, so it's what it is. Okay, we have surpassed the halfway point. Now we are in a sharp incline that I hate. But at least not much further. And then I can catch my breath and calm down and just chill for the rest of the walk. Just gotta make it through the hard part. Oh, okay. We can do this. We can totally do this. Alright. Whew. My goodness. Yeah, like, as soon as I heard it was going back up to 20 an hour, you bet your ass I tried to reapply. And they're like, no, you didn't give us 2 weeks notice before you left. I'm like, except I fucking did though, but whatever. Be that way, your place sucked anyways. My petty, a little bit. But it's fine. I'd rather hold out for somewhere where I can sit. So that's like a if all else fails kind of job and you fucking have to, yeah, you can do it. It won't be ideal, but it's like if I really wanted to, which I don't, I could go work at Baskin Robbins down the street, which I'd rather not do as a 40-year-old woman. It's like, it was bad enough working with teenagers at the pizza place. I can't do it again 5 years older, so. Oh man. Plus, Kimmy already worked there, and I've heard tell about their horror of a boss, and I'm like, don't really want to, if I can help it. Okay, almost at the top. Almost at the top. See, I didn't die. Okay. Alright. I lived. Nearing the top of the hill. Nearing the top of the hill. Okay. We got this, we got this, we got this. Holy shit. See, I told you I wouldn't die. Even with no water and no sunscreen and it being hot out, I didn't die. I'm fine. Ooh. Someone in this house apparently plays piano really, really well. The piano's like right near the window. Don't know if you can hear it. Oh, I love that. If it wouldn't be creepy, I would just like stop there and sit for a minute and just listen, but I don't want to be a creep, so I'm not going to. Whew. Also, I'm trying to get the old job back. Yeah. Well, I mean, remember how there was the whole thing with quiet quitting and then the great resignation? Now people are job hugging for dear life because the economy is fucked. And there's no two ways around that. So, I'm back down the other side. Shit, yes. Anyway, so it's like, you can get a job now, you hold on to it for dear life no matter how much it sucks. And that's pretty much how it goes. But I don't see this ending well for a lot of people because of AI taking a lot of jobs. So I don't know what we're all going to do at that point. Because, like, global standard income, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens, though. I know that much. So, anyways. Ooh. See, been struggling employment-wise for the year. Yep. I think a lot of us are in that same boat. A lot. Even this YouTube thing, like, I used to be able to at least depend on, if all else failed, I would at least get my YouTube payout every month, even if it was only $100. At least I could depend on that. Now, because of the state of the economy, the ad rates have dropped down the toilet. I'm lucky if I hit it every other month. So the main reason that I ask for donos is to try and just like bridge the gap between where I'm at and the payment threshold, so I can at least have a little bit of money, you know? Because it's hard out there right now. It's one of those things where it's like, even if every person just like chipped in like a couple of bucks, it adds up quick. And generally, it's like, I can usually hit about half of it. And then the other half is where it's like, well, if I can get donos, cool. If not, then yes, no money coming in this month till the next month. So, anyway, been terminated 3 times back to back. Holy shit. If it's not too personal, can I ask what line of work those 3 were in? Just to get some kind of a pulse on where things are in the job market, you know? Anyway. See, at least for the pizza one, I left on my own accord. Even though they claim otherwise, I did give them 2 weeks. I gave them more than 2 weeks notice, actually. So it's kind of chicken shit that they're like, no. Do you have a gazebo? I do, actually. Sometimes I sit in it when I do videos, but usually not because it's so shadowy in there that it makes it difficult. Cute puppy I just walked past. But yeah, I mean, we got the gazebo, we got the pool, we got the waterfalls, we have the fire pit, outdoor kitchen. It's pretty nice. You guys have seen it. You act like it's news. You guys have seen all of it. You guys saw the videos of it being built. Eventually, there'll be like another 2 or 3 story tall structure for like man cave / art studio / storage. But not yet. Not with the state of the economy right now and interest rates being as low as they are. It's like, haha, no. It's like my dad would really rather not piss through everything he's got to build that, so we wait. The yard will probably get done first, because we need to do the front and side yards too. Andy just bought like a 71 Jag for, I don't know what the fuck reason, for like 65 grand. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You did not need to do that. But not my money, not my circus, not my monkeys. So, anyway. These were not the best shoes for this hill. Holy crap. They're not the ones I usually walk in. I wear my cute Barbie shoes, even though you can't see them, but anyway. Goodness. Retail and food service, yeah. Yep, I hear you on that. I haven't done retail, I've done food service though, and it sucks balls. Now I'm on unemployment benefits, yeah, mine ran out a long time ago now, so it's like, I think I quit the last one in 2022, and I have been running on fumes ever since, because I thought it would be easier than this to land the next one. Not so much. It is beginning to look like if I have to do one, it's either going to be like Baskin Robbins or a freaking mini golf course. Just like working in the arcade. It's like, don't have too many options when you're a high school dropout who didn't go to college, have very limited job experience in like the real world outside of self-employment. I used to nanny, but it's like, beyond a certain age, if you don't have a driver's license, that looks really sus to people, and I don't blame them. But it's like, if I could just get that sorted, honestly, I'd go back to nannying. That was like the thing I felt the most fulfillment with. I was good at. It's just like, I would happily go back to that in a heartbeat. And I can sit doing that. So it's like, I loved nannying. That was like the best. Like, age 14 through like, I think 22, I did that. It was wonderful. Easiest money I've ever made. You ever try flipping records on Discogs? Nope, because I don't have any record stores near me. That is not my forte. When you don't drive and you can't get to stuff like that, buy things to flip, it's not an option. So, Sarah graduated, got beyond, what is it? Got my diploma. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to read these. Okay, caught up. Yeah, it's rough out there for all of us, I think, right now. I get it. So then you throw in the health battle right now, too, on top of everything else. It's like, shit, when it rains, it pours. It sure as shit does. So it's like, wow, doing the best I can with what I got. But it's like, the options are limited. I used to, like, if nothing else, on top of YouTube, be able to, like, fall back on selling crafts, but it's like, even that, because of the economy, nobody's, like, got disposable income to throw at stuff like that right now. So it's like, well, shit. Now I really don't know what to do. Oh, bird. It's like with AI replacing everything, it's like, what would the point of going back to school even be at this point when there's no security and it's the thing you go and get training for, if that job's even going to be there by the time you graduate, right? So it's like, well, fuck, I don't know. It's like, there's only so many things I could do sitting down that I could possibly get any kind of training for that you can do with learning disabilities, especially when you're really, really bad with numbers in particular. Like, that already, like, weeds out everything I thought I was going to do in life, because I thought I was going to go in the medical field, but can't do that if you're bad with math, so there went that, but oh well. So from there, I was like, well, I don't know. Wanted to go to art school, figured, okay, I don't need math for that, but my grandpa would have been the one paying for it, and he's like, nope, there's no money to be made in art, so I'm not paying for that. I'll only pay for you to go to school, but something that's actually going to earn you money. Why don't you be a nice lawyer or a doctor? It's like, well, we went over why I can't be a doctor, because I'm bad with numbers. I have zero interest in law, so I'd make a terrible lawyer anyway. I freeze up on the spot. So it's like, no, I'd be horrible at that. Well, something like that, it's like, if you don't have like a passion for it or an interest in it, it's not going to work out. So, plus I would hate what I would do constantly. So, I don't know. Graduated the. Oh, that's the same comment. All right. So it's like, at this point, if I can just like scrape together enough just to get, even if it's an old beater car, I don't give a shit. Get a driver's license, some type of transpo. I could at least, at that point, go back to nannying, because there will always be a need for childcare, even though, oh, right, forgot, people aren't having babies anymore, so even that's limited. So I don't fucking know. This is not where I thought I'd be at 40, I'll tell you that. Before anybody makes a smart ass comment, why didn't you just get married? It's like, ew, no. Never wanted that, never wanted to have to be supported by a man, so no, not happening. Didn't want it, don't want it. So it's like, whatever I do, I have to be able to do it myself. So, I don't know, these pretty limited options. Where I hear there's still money available is like really niche things that there's not a lot of competition for because they're so different and people don't think of getting trained in them. There's still money to be made in fields like that. So, like, a perfect example of this would be my 17-year-old nephew. He's getting certified as like a church organ repairist tech. And I mean, like, even in like the internship stage, he's earning $3,000 at a time. Once he gets his driver's license and is all licensed up to do the work with like actual licensure, it'll double. So I'm like, holy shit, maybe drag me along for the ride, get me trained up too. Might be able to do that. He's like, yeah, but you and dust don't get along, and you and heights don't get along, and you're clumsy. And if you so much as tap one of those pipe organs, you have to retune the whole thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right, that probably wouldn't work out for me, but at least it does force you to start thinking outside the box of like stuff you wouldn't think of Or it's like, oh yeah, I guess there wouldn't be a lot of competition for that, right? So, I don't know. That is interesting to think about. Because there's got to be something. Like, everyone can do something, right? I don't know what my something is yet, but gotta be something out there for me. Anyway, I know, no one cares. But, yeah, it just sucks, because, like, I'd really, really like to go back to nannying like you wouldn't believe. Because just like, believe it or not, I don't hate children. I don't hate babies. I actually like them a lot. Don't want one of my own. As long as I can hand them back at the end of the day, I'm great with them. Like, I'm actually really, really good with them. I just don't want my own. So for something like working that kind of a job, it's perfect. But for actually like having one, it's like, ew, no, don't want that. Anyway. Shit, it's the 22nd of the month, just like Universal Everyone Get Their Yard Work Done Day. We have passed a lot of it today. Anyways. Whew. We're getting closer to home anyway. Oh, how cute. Last time I was over here, they didn't have that little playhouse out there yet. That's adorable. It looks like a little log cabin. I love it. I can't tell if that's like a repaint of like one of those old play school ones, or if they handmade that. That's really cute. When I get near it, I'll tilt the camera so you guys can see. That's adorable. Holy shit, this may be the first time I've ever walked up the street where this one house's garage is actually shut. It can happen. So, anyway. Whew. Oh man. No, I'm not giving up. It's just trying to find something is all. But no, I don't give up on this stuff. I'm always looking. And I'm always checking for like things like local secretarial jobs that are like entry level and don't require a shit ton of experience and don't require a diploma of anything. Unfortunately, none of them have been close enough to me yet to actually make it happen. But I check like at least once a month just in case. Okay, actually, now that I'm closer, it's not that cute, but never mind. But anyways, from far away, my nearsighted ass thought that looked a lot better than it does. Whew. Anyway, man, it's getting warm fast, so I'm kind of hauling butt to get back home next. I'm like, ew, it's getting grossly slutty out now. Man, like, even things like Skillshare trying to sell lessons and things, it's like, yeah, good luck finding anybody to pay for courses right now when no one's got the money to throw at them. But yeah, tried that too. Did not really see any action there, so I was like, well, that sucks. I tried. They're still there. But, yeah. I've tried to think outside the box for things like, who said man gets supported by one? See, I'd be more okay with that, but usually with lesbian relationships, they expect things to be more 50-50. It's like a whole dynamics thing. Like, I suppose if I really, really, really lucked out somehow and found a sugar mama that were cool with it, oh, I'd be down with that. But, but the odds of that happening are pretty slim, so. But I would be a lot more okay with that. Oh, man. But to be fair, even at this point, it's like, especially with the health stuff going on right now, not even in that market at the moment. It's like, nah, this ain't the time for that. Like, maybe once that's all resolved, maybe I'll get back into that. But for right now, it's like, it does not feel like an appropriate time to be searching for that kind of arrangement. Maybe the economy will be better by then. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. Gee, what is with the sidewalks? Maybe it's just these shoes and I'm not used to thicker soles on them. Because my toe keeps catching on like every spot where there's like one square sidewalk that like sticks up a little more. It's like, damn. Anyways. We're getting closer to home, thank God. Maybe about 10 minutes away. Maybe not even that far. Okay. Oh, there's some nice shade in the meantime. Yes. That's nicer. And nobody's technically said, man. Just usually that's what I get met with is, you should have gotten married. It's like, yeah, no. Good luck to me now that they're trying to overturn gay marriage. So I was like, well, I guess I'm fucked. At least I'm in a blue state where it might get upheld, but if not, it's like, well, I guess we go back to the way it used to be, where it's like, they're just good friends, special friends. Okay. There. Something, and someday people will say, what? And I'm going down the same track. Yeah. It's like I really totally thought I would have my shit together by 40, but here we are. I'm real about it anyway. It's like anytime I get ahead, I make it known how I did so maybe others can do similar. When it gets rough, I share that too, because I know other people are definitely in the same boat. So it's like you just do the best you can with what you got, but downside living in a place like this is like there's not a whole lot that's available to you when you can't drive. You're pretty much limited to what is in walking distance, and the answer is not a fucking lot. So goodness. Part of me's tempted to walk around the perimeter of the park, but part of me's like, nah, there's too many people, kids. I don't want them to get weirded out by somebody with a camera. I'm like, no, it's not like that at all. Fuck no. So we're gonna bypass that today. I probably would have needed to have gotten to this earlier to bypass that, but oh well. I tried to. I wasn't ready earlier. Cute puppies, though. I like to see the puppies. We still have not successfully found a collar that Betty will leave on without trying to get her lower jaw hooked into it and then screams like she's dying because she knows we'll take it off of her the minute she panics. So it's like, well, till we can do that, I can't start bringing her with me on walks. I miss it because, I mean, like, I used to bring Tolly on walks. She loved it. Would behave so much better when she'd get her energy out that way. It's like, I know most of Betty's behavioral issues would probably be solved if I could just walk her, but now you have to find one of those harness halter things that fits her correctly. Because Pomeranians are hard to shop for that way because they're shaped weird. Like, their chest is really thick, but then, like, their waist is so skinny. So it's like, how do you find a harness that accommodates that? So yeah, I wish we'd had one with Tolly because she had like the whole collapsing trachea thing so bad that we really shouldn't have been using a leash with just the collar. So lessons learned with her of what not to do with Betty. She has that a little bit even without doing that. Yeah, I get safety class. Anyway, here we come. So any comments down left, get them in now before we wind it down for the day. Whew. Made it. I'm gonna jug some ice water, go chill for a little bit, and then try to be productive. I should probably try to get some kind of anthology video up since everyone else is. I meant to yesterday, time got away from me. But yeah, I feel like I should get at least one up. least one talking about the releases, maybe one reacting to the 2025 remix of Free as a Bird, maybe cover Free as a Bird, I don't know. See where the day takes me. There. Always wondered, there's no man in the marriage who loses the arguments. Whoever's wrong. Whoever is wrong. But see, that is one of the things with lesbian relationships that unfortunately does tend to get much nastier. It's like women are catty, right? So now you have two of them. And now you have two of them that are romantically entangled, so there's a lot more emotions flying high. It escalates really quick. Like, I will be honest. It escalates so fast if there's problems going on. I've had girlfriends that have been nothing but problematic that way. I've had some that have been an absolute dream that I don't think I ever had so much as a disagreement with. So I suppose it depends on the woman. But anyway, in the ones where they're basically a dream, I would pretty much be the one to just take the blame in an argument, be like, you're right, I'm wrong. Keep them happy. Whatever it takes. But and I've had some that have been so argumentative that shit's been known to go physical. I only defend myself. I don't go after anyone like that. But if they go after me first, you best believe I'm going to defend myself. So I'm still kind of traumatized by the last one, like 5 years ago, that was like that. So like, not exactly in a rush. Not exactly in a rush to get into another one after how badly that one went down. So, granted, a lot of it, in hindsight, I realize it wasn't me. I blamed myself for a lot of it at the time, just because it's in my nature to blame myself for everything, but hindsight, I'm like, no, you know what? It really wasn't, though, most of the time. Some were, but, like, most of it wasn't. So, damn, yeah, it gets rough. I feel like gay guys probably have it a lot easier. I feel like they get along better. Or they're the same breed of catty to where they can be catty that it doesn't have to get nasty, you know? Or if it does, they can make up quickly and easily enough to where it doesn't matter. But, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll try to be back later with, like, videos, but a fun stream anyway. Thank you for keeping me company while I walked, because it does make it easier and makes it feel more worth it to me to actually take the time to do these. So, catch you on the flip side.